Hello guys, welcome in my channel. First of all, I want to say that by the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Hello all the watchers around the world. Please, if you going to see this video, I need from you really three important things that will help me even to continue, even to do a lot more. And my main point or my main topic that I need to discuss with you today that about how can we keep our own vocabularies. You heard me right. Yes, this is my the main topic that I need to discuss with you, even to show you that a lot more about this site or about this topic. Because we have seen many English learners who are not going even to care about this. They're going to neglect about how can we keep our own vocabularies. Yes, they are saying we will keep our vocabularies without anything. No, you are here wrong. Please try to put a plan for everything. That means if you need to keep your own vocabulary, also there are ways that even to follow it, and then you will keep your own vocabularies without any interruptions, right? And the first point that here we have for keeping our own vocabularies, you should be ready for keeping your own vocabularies. Maybe you will say that how it will be, or I'm going to explain it. How even can you be ready for keeping your own vocabularies, right? You should arrange your time. We got 24 hours in a day, right? Try to make a specific time for keeping your own vocabularies. Also, that is the way that will help you to keep your own vocabularies. And try just to make 1 hour just for keeping your own vocabularies. That means you are ready to keep your own vocabularies. And at that hour, when you need to keep your own vocabularies, even let you to make it like happy to when that hours come, you are going even to think about your vocabularies or keeping vocabularies or whatever. My main point that here, try to be ready for keeping your own vocabularies. Even will help you to keep a lot more about vocabularies, and let you to speak out of fluence in any language, right? That means when you have a lot more the vocabularies, that means you have a lot experience about that language. That will help you, or yes, will help you even to do a lot more about that language, even to obtain that language as negative. Those are going to speak or formal for the formal people for that language. First of all, you should have your own timetable even to be ready for keeping vocabularies and whatever. And this is the first point that will help you even to do a lot more about this site. And the second point that you should have your own notebook even to keep vocabularies. Yes, you should have your own notebook even to keep vocabularies, because really we got a lot of English learners. Those are never going to care about notebook and whatever. But when you're going to neglect the notebook and whatever, you're not going even to obtain it for any language as well. Because all those things I've said that I'm going, even when you need to start to learn this language, I'm going to suffer a lot besides keeping vocabularies. And recently I recognized that you should have those points. Those are going to mention them, even to apply them in order to get your own vocabularies without any worry, without any interruption, without any busy. Try to be ready. First point that try to be ready. And the second point that try to have your own notebook. And the third point about the keeping vocabularies. I try those vocabularies. You need to keep them. When you need to keep any vocabularies, try to write them in any notebook or paper. Try to write them. When you need to keep your own vocabularies, that what you mean, to write those vocabularies in any things in a paper or in a notebook. Try to write them even to be thinkable. That means you're going to thinking about vocabularies and whatever. But the thing that lets me to select this point really, I've seen that many those are going to learn like foreign language or whatever. It's going to suffer about their vocabularies or words. How can I keep even these words? Really, it's how difficult of these words. There's those words are not difficult. Just you're going to make them difficult. Try to make time trouble for those words, even to keep them as you want by your own way, that you need to keep them. Try just to make a point or a plan and then follow your plan even to keep your own vocabularies by right way. Here my second point about how can we keep our own vocabularies. I've said that, first point that I've said, try to be ready for keeping vocabularies, yes. And the second that you should have your own notebook even to keep your own vocabularies. And the third point that to write those vocabularies you need to keep them. This is my third point. First point that about how can we keep our own vocabularies, try to use imagination or try to imagine even how those words are pronounced, how those words are pronounced among people, among your friends, brothers, sisters. Try to imagine those words even to be for you like clear, to be for you like easier, to be for you like the thing that or to facilitate you even to keep your own vocabularies. That means try to use imagination. Here my fourth point that try to use imagination for keeping vocabularies. That also I think is very interesting way that even we used to follow or we must follow in order to keep our own vocabularies. And here my last point about how can we keep our own vocabularies, that start to use them in our conversations, right? When you keep vocabularies, don't be silent or don't even if you have your own phone, try to get an online conversations. There are more negative English speakers just have their own page online. Even try to use with conversation with them. If you are not good at this language, even try the trying is the thing that will help will let you to go on or to go forward. And try to use the words conversations and whatever that mean. Also is the interesting ways that let us to keep our own vocabularies. I will recap or I will make quick recap for all those points. First point that I've said, try to be ready for keeping your own vocabulary. And the third point that please try to have your own notebook even to keep your own vocabulary. And the third point that I've said, that please to write those vocabularies, you need to keep them in any purpose, whether notebook or paper. And in my fourth point that please try to use them in imagination or to imagine them how they pronounce, how they do. That means to imagine even some words they has had their own pictures like phone. When you are need to keep the words phone, that you're going to imagine like you got a phone in front of you. I mean that also the interesting ways that let you to keep on vocabulary. And my last point about keeping vocabularies, try to use them in conversations. All those words you kept them, try to use them in a conversations even to be clear for you and to be clear for your mind. And this is really quick recap for all those points as I mentioned them. And, lastly I'm gonna say that, or ultimately I'm gonna say that please try to keep watching. I'm highly welcome you in my channel really. Please try to do the three things as I want, like, share, subscribe, really those things or those simple things will help me to continue and to show you a lot more about this language. And I do thank you all of you. I will see you in the next video.